the reason why we have the special triangle. Consider this triangle as equilateral triangle. Equilateral is a triangle with all sides are equal. So all of the given sides are equal. If all the sides are equal, definitely even the angles are all equal. Let's draw an altitude of this triangle. An altitude of a triangle, it is the height of a triangle, and it is perpendicular to the base. This is the base of a triangle, and this is the altitude, so this now is a perpendicular. Since all of the sides are equal, so definitely let's say this is 2, the other one is 2, and the other one is 2. So this is now our equilateral triangle. We were able to have another triangle, which is this triangle. With a measure of, since all of the given angles are all equal, and the sum measure of all angles is 180, as we divide them by 3, this is now 60 degrees, and the other one is 60 degrees. And as we get that angle, the measure of it now is 30 degrees, this is 60 degrees, and the other one is 90 degrees. This is the reason why we have the 30, 60, 90 right triangle. As we continue this one, so definitely, based on the given, this is now 2, and this is, since it is half the altitude, we're able to divide the base, this is now 1. The question here is, what is the height of a triangle? Using Pythagorean theorem, this will be now the shorter leg, longer leg, and the hypotenuse. So consider that the shorter leg is A, the longer leg is B, and the hypotenuse is C. Based on the formula, C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared. And we're looking for the longer leg, and that is B. So B squared is equal to C squared minus A squared. And the B here is missing, and C here is also is 2 square minus A here is shorter leg 1 square. So B square is equal to 4 minus 1. So B square is equal to 3. So at the end, squaring both sides, you can divide the square and the square root. So B is equal to square root of 3. So the formula now will be, to get the hypotenuse, the shorter leg is 1 and the hypotenuse is 2, is double the shorter leg. So that is the formula in getting the hypotenuse. To get the longer leg, that is square root of 3 times the shorter leg. And to get the shorter leg, it can be twice, or it is half of hypotenuse, or hypotenuse over 2, or the shorter leg is equal to the longer leg over square root of 3. To get the shorter leg, it could be the hypotenuse over 2 or the longer leg over square root of 3. Sometimes, the given is hypotenuse. All we need to do is to divide the hypotenuse by 2, or the longer leg will be divided by square root of 3 by simply rationalizing the denominator. For this example, we will apply the formula of 30, 60, 90 right triangle. And this is the 60 degrees, the other one is 30 degrees, and this is 90 degrees. So let's say, for example, this is 9. We need to identify for the side S and side T. So how to find this side S and side T? Or the value of S and the value of T. So using the formula for 30, 60, 90, the given here is, this is 60, opposite is longer leg, which is 9. Let's find the shorter leg. For the shorter leg, that is longer leg over square root of 3. So the longer leg here is 9 over square root of 3. Then, rationalizing, the denominator, square root of 3 over square root of 3, get the denominator square root of 3, multiply it to the numerator and denominator, and the result is 9 square root of 3 over 3. And 9 and 3 can still be simplified. The result here is 3 square root of 3. That is now the value of shorter leg, which is S. This is the shorter leg. On the other hand, to get the T or the hypotenuse, this is the hypotenuse. This is the longer leg, and this is the shorter leg. To get the hypotenuse, that is double the shorter leg. So since we have the shorter leg, which is 3 square root of 3, that will be now 2, 3 square root of 3. So the result here is 2 times 3, that will become 6. 2 and 3, the result is 6 square root of 3. This will be our hypotenuse. Why do we have a 45, 45, 90 right triangle? And we all know that 45, 45, 90 right triangle is a useful formula in finding the missing parts of a right triangle when there is a 45, 45, 90 angles. Consider this one as a square, and this square has equal side. That is one of the property. A square has equal side. And let's say we will draw a diagonal that will cut the square. And as we draw a diagonal, as a property of a square, since all given angles are right angle, which is 90 degrees, diagonals bisect the opposite angle. These are the opposite angle. Basically, they were bisected by the diagonal. So the answer will be here 45, 45. That is why we have 45, 45, 90 right triangle. And that right triangle now has congruent legs. This will be the leg. Consider that is one leg. That is also one. The problem here is, what is the hypotenuse? So using Pythagorean theorem, c squared is equal to a squared plus b squared. We will assign the c as age, the leg as a, another leg as b. And the legs are equal, so whatever the value of a is equal to b. So c is missing, is equal to a here is 1 square plus b is 1 square. Right, c square, 1 square is 1 plus 1 square is 1. So c square here is 2. And squaring both sides, c now is equal to square root of 2. Let's say, for example, a while ago, this is the leg which is 1, leg is 1, and the hypotenuse is square root of 2. What is the formula of 45, 45, 90 right triangle? To get the hypotenuse, this is the hypotenuse, multiply the leg by square root of 2. And this is the leg. And to get the leg, divide the hypotenuse by square root of 2. For example, since this is the formula, let's say, for example, we have this figure. Let's say this is under 45, 45. And the leg is 10. What is the hypotenuse and the leg? So this is the solution. Applying the formula, we're looking for the hypotenuse. The given leg is 10. 10 square root of 2. That is the hypotenuse. And as we get the leg, since the leg and another leg are equal, because the two legs are equal, so the leg is also 10. So another example, for example, we have this figure, and this is under 45, 45, and the given hypotenuse is 12. What is the leg? That's the question here. Another leg. Take note, the two legs are equal. So this is the solution. The leg is equal to hypotenuse over square root of 2. The hypotenuse is 12 over square root of 2. Multiply both sides by square root of 2 over square root of 2. And the result here is 12 square root of 2 over 2. Or simply, 12 divided by 2 is 6 square root of 2. That is now the value of the leg. 6 square root of 2 and 6 square root of 2. That is how we use this formula under 45, 45, 90.